Barrister Chief Kenneth Udeze for that introduction. It's well taken. We appreciate you so much. Please, a round of applause once more for him. Yes, it's a day of serious business. And we want to go into the day. We most humbly want to invite to read the press text by the Coalition of United Political Parties. We are most humbly inviting our dear own spokesperson, Chief Ikenga Ugochinyere Ikagwanu Michael. We call him Ojozi, one of Idato. He is as well the House of Representative candidate for the PDP in Idato North and South local government of Imo State. Please, can we make a round of applause for him? Ojozi, you have the podium, sir.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, gentlemen of the press. Let me thank in a special way the Secretary General of the Coalition and the Chieftain of the Labour Party, High Chief Peter Ame, and Labour Party candidate for House of Representatives in Kogi State. I thank you, my Secretary General. Joint World Press Conference by chairmen of Nigerian political parties, political leaders, and heads of political associations, registered and deregistered, opposition coalition, CUPP, and the civil society on imminent threat to the 2023 general election and demand for credible, acceptable, free and fair 2023 general election through the use of the BIVAS machine and maintaining the independence of the Electoral Commission. Let me start by welcoming the media community, members and non-members of the opposition coalition, our friends in the civil society, the president of Arawa Consultative Youth Movement, the president of the Middle Belt Youth Movement, distinguished chairmen of political parties and representative of political parties, heads of different political associations here. Thank you all here for coming, and thank you all who are watching us live as we are being transmitted live by the African Independent Television AIT, Arise TV, and numerous streaming platforms. To save time, permit us to go straight to the point. The chairman of Nigerian political parties, opposition coalition CUPP, and heads of political associations have intercepted intelligence of an alleged fresh plot against the 2023 general election, and this time being coordinated by leading figures of the ruling APC Governors, led by a South East APC Governor with controversial past, and another from the Northwest, who are working with their colleagues to perfect a plot to intimidate INEC leadership into abandoning the use of electronic transmission and upload of election results to the INEC server, deactivation of the BIVAS machine from INEC server, and the creation of crisis of confidence based on trump-up charges that will lead to the removal of top officials of the Electoral Commission, including the INEC Chairman Prof Mahmood and other national commissioners who are insisting on the use of BIVAS for the 2023 election and the irreversible use of electronic transmission of results. This latest intelligence and shocking information involve the use of security agencies, the APC-controlled Senate, and the courts to cause a leadership crisis and change that will see to the removal of the Commission top leadership led by Prof Mahmood and the appointment of a pushover and compromised acting chairman who will ruin the credibility of the 2023 election by deactivating the BIVAS machine from the INEC server. Stop the use of electronic transmission of results, and also ensure that the Commission's resident electoral commissioners nominated by APC governors are quickly approved and deployed to states where they will be of assistance to the ruling party at the expense of credible, free, and fair election. We, the chairmen and leaders of different political parties here, Action Alliance, Labour Party, PDP, ADC, APP, and other numerous parties here, candidates of different political parties, civil society organizations, and leaders of opposition coalition categorically state that any plan to destabilize INEC and force the top officers of the commission, including the INEC chairman, out of office, whether with trump-up charges, manipulated security reports, instigated or coordinated parliamentary investigation, a hurriedly obtained injunction from the court, a code of conduct bureau inquiry, or an arrest and hurried arraignment will not be accepted. We repeat, these will not be accepted by Nigerian political parties, party leaders, civil society, and the generality of Nigerians. Any further action in this direction will be playing with fire and a direct affront and challenge to Nigerian voters and the entire political parties, and it will be resisted vehemently. Read the mind, eyes, soul, heart, and hear the voice of the opposition and the Nigerian people. It will not augur well for anyone who continues with this alleged evil plot. We have been tipped off by our intelligence both inside APC and the camp of the governors in the conspiracy. And we can state that the opposition is in receipt of information that the INEC leadership, especially senior officials, are being put under immense pressure, and I repeat, under immense pressure to abandon the use of BIVAS machine, result transmission, and in particular, to deactivate the BIVAS from the server. An alleged dangerous request, which if granted under any circumstances, can throw Nigeria into pre- and post-election crisis and will be unacceptable to Nigerian voters, especially the youths who have renewed confidence in the electoral process. We are also informed that there is a plot to cause a leadership change in the commission top hierarchy and cause a sweeping change with less than 140 days to elections. The alleged plan to remove Prof Mahmood and top official of INEC is a no-go area. The political parties in the country will not accept it. This alleged plot have been coordinated by some APC chieftains and governors led by a controversial South East APC Governor. If this plot is not crushed, it can discredit our election and throw Nigeria into crisis. Our institutions can be destroyed for one man's quest or a group of people to keep what was hijacked from the people. Nigerian political parties, chairmen, leaders, and chieftains of opposition cutting across AA, Labour Party, PDP, ADC, APP will not accept, and we repeat, accept any plan to stop the electronic transmission of results, the use of BIVAS. We will not accept or agree for any election to be conducted in Nigeria without electronic transmission of results. We will resist any person or plot to deactivate the BIVAS from the INEC server. We will resist any hurriedly or arranged plot to force, blackmail, use trump-up charges, cooked-up security reports, or any method to force the INEC chairman or any of the federal commissioners out of office. Know it today. Opposition and political party leaders and Nigerian voters are aware and are ready and united to defend the electoral process. Repeat with us. No BIVAS, no election. No server, no election. No electronic result transmission, no election. Any destabilization or illegal move to force commission top officials, including the chairman, no election. Those who think that they can manipulate institutions of states, both judicial and others, to sneak into power should know that 2023 is the people's turn. and we will defend it with all our heart. Any attempt to reenact the Onage formula by a few desperate APC leaders and governors who know that they, as well as their sponsor candidates, are unelectable will not work. The plan to destroy the only ray of hope for our election, represented by the electronic devices that will also transmit results electronically, especially BIVAS, will be resisted. Knowing that the conspiracy against our electoral system started with the audacious compromise of the continuous voter registration exercise, codenamed Omboma Magic, we applaud INEC for accepting that there were issues and moving on to continue the cleaning up of the fake registration, which was of high magnitude and would have ruined the 2023 election. The nightmare caused by the shocking uncovering of Omboma Magic, which saw foreigners male pictures with female gender with male picture, burial pictures, and children faces with age above that of late Queen Elizabeth, will continue to keep Nigerians in shock for years to come. We are not happy that those behind this audacious criminal operation have not been arrested, sacked, and prosecuted, and have still been kept for likely more damage to our 2023 election. We therefore call for the investigation, arrest, and trial of those who are involved in the compromise of the voter registration called Omboma Magic, and for INEC to make its internal report public and redeploy the staffs responsible as a way to rebuild confidence. We also call on President Muhammad Buhari, if he is serious about his speech at the United Nations, to ensure that the 2023 election is free and credible, to keep watch on his APC governors and some institutional heads whose alleged desperation can thwart the current electoral reform effort and place him in bad record. Security agencies must be neutral, as 2023 is a decisive election that, if well conducted, can make Nigeria, and if not well conducted, can man Nigeria, as young Nigerians are apprehensive and ready to stand firm for a credible election. The offensive attack on INEC staff to intimidate them into silence, submission and allegiance pledge to APC have been launched. The political parties wish to alert the public and inform the president and heads of security agencies, especially the DG of DSS, assuming they are not aware and not part of it, and the Nigerian people and also the international community, of the ongoing institutional intimidation and arrest of INEC staff at different states to intimidate them, especially in Imo State, where over 5 INEC staff have been taken by security operatives from the Imo DSS and without access to lawyers, doctors, or families, and are kept in no-access confinement on the alleged suspected influence of the state government, who wants to intimidate them into silence to help them cover the shameful Omboma Magic compromise of the voters' register. I want you all to look at this picture we are showing you, and we want the president, if he's watching, and the DG of DSS, that in the DSS office in Owerri, INEC staffs have been abducted and kept in detention. And instead of the commission, instead of the service, finding out those who committed that atrocity of compromising of our national voter register, they are busy hunting innocent staffs for them to show them who and who must have leaked the information that the voter register was compromised. We want the DSA headquarters, assuming they are not aware, to look at these pictures that we have shown them. Nigerians, can we have a free and fair election when staff of an independent electoral body are taken away and kept in detention without access to their families, lawyers, and communication with their employer? If the intelligence that we have that innocent staffs are being taken away in a bid to find out how Nigerians got to know that voters' registration was compromised, instead of going after those who released their password and criminally aided the fake registration, then we boldly say Nigeria is in trouble and 2023 election is in danger. Fake registrations and manipulation of registration are criminal offenses punishable under the Electoral Act with imprisonment. So coverage of such offenses is a state crime for which any officer of government involved should be arrested for undermining the republic. The non-arrest of the culprits and pursuit of the source of the leak that exposed the shocking amount of magic is provocative, insulting, and an attempt to desecrate the institution of government. The painful cases of Felice Agu have shown you, as a Stanley Chidebere of ICT unit in Owerri we have shown you, and numerous others INEC staff taken by Imo DSS in Owerri to help silence the independence of the commission must be mentioned. And the attention of the President, Muhammad Buhari, and the DG DSS in Abuja that will have respect for must be brought to the situation that the likes of Chidebere, Stanley Eze, and others whose pictures we have shown and who are still in DSS cell are released immediately. And those who release their password for the compromise of the voter register arrested, prosecuted, and jailed. Our DG, take your telephone, call Owerri, and find out. The integrity of the election starts with independence of the commission. Confidence building is important. Not only must our election be free and fair, but seen to be so. And unless ongoing acts, if not stopped, can cause confidence problem that can lead to post-election disagreements. This is to alert Nigerians that the Nigerian police, the DSS, and other security agencies have not arrested those who help to manipulate the voter registration exercise and release their password with which fake registration was done and upload were made into the voter register, which was aimed at rigging the 2023 election. Rather, staff are being taken to force them into silence and to find if any of them leaked the information of the criminality instead of finding and arresting the criminals. As political parties, we say that arrest and public shaming of perpetrators and their collaborators who perpetrated the voter registration fraud is non-negotiable. No matter the atmosphere, no matter who is involved, as leaders of the country political process and platform, we have equal stake and can't be intimidated into silence. We will continue to act within the ambit of the law, but we are not going to run away or surrender to those who want to destroy what they did not build and what does not belong to them. We are ready for the election and will keep vigilance and not allow our electoral process to be derailed. We also wish to urge an end to the continued arrest and denial of right to those with opposing views to help lead us to a stable election. As Nigeria belongs to all of us, from Lagos to Kogi to Imo, opposition billboards are being destroyed and pulled down by government. Opposition leaders are being framed for phantom allegations of sponsoring terrorism. These things are very childish and outdated. And even with chains on our legs, we as opposition leaders are resolute and shall continue to fight for a better society. Gentlemen, in view of the repeated and many-failed attempt to either compromise the voter register, arrest of INEC staff, filing of suit against electronic transmission of results, secret suits to remove the INEC chairman, trump-up cases on his access form, which even the court has cleared him, and this latest fresh intelligence. We as major players in the country's electoral process, as political parties, have unanimously agreed that we will be proceeding to the court to seek judicial approval to restrain these alleged midnight enemies of democracy operating in the dark from causing the deactivation of the BIVAS from the server, the stoppage of the use of BIVAS, the use of any method, whether crook-up report, parliamentary resolution, or instigated investigation, fabricated media propaganda, or character blackmail, arrest on trump-up criminal charges, investigation or charges in attempting to stop the leadership of INEC from carrying out their duties. We will fight both in the court and in the field to ensure that our electoral process is free, fair, and credible. We also storming the US and the UK embassy and other foreign embassies where we are going to submit petitions and alert them of the alleged new conspiracy which threatens the Nigerian electoral process and electoral credibility and electoral stability. We will urge them to keep vigilant eyes on the process as development partners and ensure there is adequate vigilance and support, plus pressure to ensure the right things are done in compliance with extant laws. In conclusion, the political parties and opposition parties, including our partners in the civil society organization, are saying that the continued stability of the INEC leadership, the electronic transmission of results, the use of BIVAS, the continued functioning of the INEC server, the stoppage of detention of INEC staff and their immediate release, the non-harassment of opposition candidates and leaders and chairmen with trump-up charges or arrests are non-negotiable and mandatory condition for a free, fair, and credible 2023 general election. Thank you so much. My brothers from Labour Party and PDP and civil society organization will make their comments before we end.
Thank you, Chief Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere. We appreciate you for that loud and sound warning. Nigeria is going to be great. Nigeria is great. And you believe with me that it is Thomas Jefferson that said that government is the strongest of which every man feels himself a part. We are all parts of this government, and we are all going to be part of it. Going forward from here, whatsoever that is supposed to be done and should be done well would be seen to be done well. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, sir. A round of applause again for him. We have a lot of members, political chieftains here that are going to speak to us. And we have from the Labour Party, High Chief Peter Ame, who doubles as well as the Secretary of CUPP. He is also House of Representative candidate for Labour Party in Kogi State. Please, a round of applause for Chief Ame.
Thank you. As you have said, I'm the Secretary of CUPP Steering Committee. Our Public Secretary, Chief Ikenga Ugochinyere Umo, I've actually said all that we need to say. And that at this point in time, where we are, ladies and gentlemen, dear obedience, because I'm obedient myself. Thank you. The 2023 general election is a watershed election for Nigeria, and we must not take it for granted. Nigeria is on the brink of collapse, and we must all join hands as citizens, opposition, civil society, to make sure that we save our dear country. The use of the BIVAS machine has greatly improved the outcome of elections in Nigeria. The Labour Party can boldly say it. It is this confidence that Nigerians have in the system that has caused the renewed vigor which we have seen in the recent past in young people in Nigeria coming out to register and deciding to generally participate in the electoral process, which before their interest was low. Because when people think the elections is not free, when people think the election is not credible, people stay back at home. But with this confidence and with the improved electoral atmosphere, where people now are now convinced that there's a perception and there's even a belief that INEC will do the right thing, people are out deciding to put their own fate in their hands through the ballot. That hope in Nigeria must not be allowed to wane because of the activities of few individuals who are in power today. Power is transit. Power comes from God Almighty, and nobody should attempt to hold onto power by all means, even without the mandate of the people. We, therefore, as call on all Nigerians, and particularly all obedience in our brothers and sisters, both in opposition and in the civil society. Nigerians have resolved that the 2023 election will be peaceful, credible, free, and fair. And for that to happen, Labour Party will insist on the use of BIVAS for accreditation and an electronic transmission of results from the polling unit. Any plan to conduct any election without electronic transmission or any plan to deactivate the BIVAS from the INEC server will be resisted and confronted by Nigerian people as an assault on our democracy. The vote must count and must not only count, must be seen to have counted. What we are saying is that for you to have a credible election, people must believe that the processes leading to that election is credible enough to stand the test of time. Like when you are going to conduct election, when people start to have apprehension, that means that election already has been defeated. So we cannot allow the gains that have been made by the Independent Electoral Commission to be washed away by some very few greedy Nigerians who are determined to hold on to power through the back door. For us to make Nigerian work for all, where the children of the ordinary man can participate in the multi-party democratic process and win election, we must make INEC truly independent. And we must not come with the onoge kind of backdoor service to be able to turn and wing the hands of the commission to do what it is not supposed to do. Election now is that you go to your neighbor, you go to people and knock their doors and tell them you want to represent them. If they decide that you are qualified enough to represent them, they will go to the ballot and cast their vote. And that vote must be allowed to stand and be counted by the Independent Electoral Commission and their representative. The CUPP, Coalition for United Political Party, after this information reached the coalition, the public secretary and all the team of the steering committee investigated and found out that we cannot continue to use state services to suppress the will of the people. And right now, as of yesterday, the president gave award to a co-guide, an Igala man who found money in a bank and returned it. Now, this man who is currently being detained illegally should have been part of those who were awarded yesterday for doing a noble job for saving our country from those who want to kidnap it. So, but as we speak right now, this person is under detention. For us to save this country, every person must speak up. Just like the courageous people, the spokesman, the chairman of the committee for mobilization, the chairman for committee of media, as they are speaking up. So I thank you very much for coming here, and we thank the media for shedding light on these illegal activities of those who are trying to hold Nigeria down.
Thank you, High Chief. Amen. We appreciate that comment. Please, a resounding applause for him, please. It is a wonderful comment from him, and he is urging us Nigerians. We must stand up in the face of tyranny. We don't have to sit down and wait for things to happen for us. It is time for us to say it is our own. It is time for us to take back our country. Please, may I most humbly call on our own. We want to hear everybody. And the representative of the PDP, Comrade Godwin Meliga, he is representing PDP here. He is as well House of Assembly candidate for Okura constituency of the Kina local government, Kogi State. Please, Comrade Godwin Meliga, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking the spokesperson for the CUPP and the Secretary General who is here. I really appreciate the work you guys are doing, and we'll collaborate with you people to make sure things are done right this time. I am a candidate for House of Assembly from Kogi State, representing the Okura constituency. And the issue of the BIVAS machine is something that means a lot to all of us. Most of us who are from Kogi State. I think the Secretary of CUPP understands what I'm saying. And also those from Imo State too are people who should be also scared. If this BIVAS machine is being removed or electronic voting is not allowed during the next election, elections this time must be free and fair. So I'm speaking on behalf of the People's Democratic Party, and it is good to let us know that the People's Democratic Party was the custodian of this nation for 16 good years, and the journey to free and fair election has been midwifed by the People's Democratic Party. We lost the election in 2015 because we wanted a free and fair process. And we cannot stand by and watch any person or group of persons truncate our democracy due to their desperation to cling power by all means. The PDP introduced the electronic voting process through the use of the card reader. Today, there is BIVAS. We insist and support the INEC all the way on its insistence on the use of the BIVAS for accreditation, as well as for transmission of results directly from the polling units. We shall stand against any plot to unlawfully remove the INEC federal commissioners, including the chairman or a withdrawal of the use of the BIVAS under any guise. We shall do everything within the corridors of within our own control to ensure that election is free, fair, credible, peaceful, and acceptable. We invite all Nigerians to be on the lookout and say no to any attempt to cook any story with which any person wants to cause a change in INEC. In 2019, we slipped and they removed the Chief Justice of Nigeria. We shall never allow them to get away with such attempts again. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again, Comrade Meliga, for that wonderful speech from you. You know, we are taking comments from our political leaders, and one of us, Honorable Jeff Ojinika, is going to talk to us. He is a member of the steering committee of CUPP. Please, can we have the mic to Honorable Jeff Ojinika? A round of applause, please.
Thank you, the spokesperson and the secretary of CUPP. I would like to join my fellow compatriots to request Nigerians that we must either serve ourselves together or we perish individually. That the time has come for patriots, for men and women of goodwill to stand up. We cannot submit to them in the face of, if you're a Nigerian and you see how our common patrimony, our common oil is being sold, is being piped, even in tanks, even in pipes, and our schools are closed down, and some people want this thing to continue. And the only way they think they can continue to do that is through truncating our electoral process. And we will say no to it. I would like to join the spokesperson in requesting the president, the director, and all security chiefs to please act professionally. The issues that we have, especially in our state, in Imo State, is something that is an eyesore. Is something that for people who have struggled for this democracy and they see what is happening there, they will bow their head in shame. The information is that the state security apparatus, the embargo, is being used or will be used to hunt down political opponents, will be used to intimidate people during campaign and during election. And these people were not people who were part of our struggle to get the military out of the political space. They are now the people who are trying to intimidate and trying to keep everybody off from the... So we say, arise Nigerians, arise Nigerians, arise, O compatriots. Please, we want to request that the INEC staffs that are being intimidated, especially Eze Chidebere, should not be in DSS detention beyond today. He was arrested last week, Tuesday. Today is his 9th day, meaning that for whatever offense, he should have been arraigned in court within 48 hours. And if after 48 hours, there is no court order, there is no arraignment in court, that means that they should release him. They should release him and go after the people that embarrass this nation, that embarrass the whole African man, and that embarrass the world by what happened in the Omuma Magic. We are still waiting for INEC to unravel what has happened. Thank you, and may God...
Thank you very much, Honorable Jeff Ojinika. He said, arise, compatriots. Let us arise so that we will stand the test of time. Please, I want to call on our own, all the CUPP persons have spoken, but we still have one or two other persons that will want to talk to us. However, let's call on the representative of Council of Ethnic Youth Leaders in Nigeria, the person of Barrister Anderson Achilike. A round of applause for him, please.
Thank you very much. I thank the spokesperson of the CUPP and every other distinguished member on this table. Gentlemen of the press, you're welcome. The Council of Ethnic Youth Leaders has in the recent past been at the vanguard of efforts aimed at promoting peaceful coexistence in Nigeria. We have our members from across political lines, religions, and ethnicities. Many of our members won tickets in various political parties to contest elections, and we still relate in brotherhood despite these clear differences. We are resolved as leaders in our various areas to ensure that any threat to the 2023 general elections is nipped in the bud. It is against this background that we vehemently oppose and will continue to stand against this alleged evil plot to deactivate the BIVAS from the INEC server so as to take us back to the dark ages of election rigging. INEC has said it will use the BIVAS, and only the BIVAS will support this move to the very last. Any attack on the BIVAS is an attack on the 2023 general election, and the plotter should be put on notice that such an attack is capable of erupting undesirable consequences. Young people in Nigeria have faith in this electoral process led by Mahmood. And the sole reason is that they believe that the BIVAS will make their votes count. We have seen the enthusiasm in them in voters' registration and in collection of their various PVCs. INEC must use the BIVAS. We call on the international community to hear us loud and clear. We also call on all institutions of state, particularly the security agencies, to rise up to the occasion and ensure that no person is allowed to derail Nigeria's democratic journey. We also call on President Muhammadu Buhari to order the police and the DSS to ensure that those who aided the forgery of the voters' register tagged on Muma Magic are arrested and prosecuted, and also to order an investigation to ascertain the governors who are part of this alleged plan to destabilize INEC, cause leadership change, and undermine the use of BIVAS and the INEC server in this election. We want the president to also look into the alleged role of some of his APC governors, wherever, not minding the state where they are from, particularly the one that has a judicial history that is very checkered. Nigeria is our country, and we must do all within our might to save this nation from this embarrassment, from these men of the underworld, to scuttle this democratic process that Nigerians have seen a ray of hope in. Thank you very much, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Barrister Anderson Achilike, for that well-read information to Nigerians. On the same platform of Council of Ethnic Youth Leaders, we have here our own Yusuf of the Arewa Consultative Youth Movement. Kabiru Yusuf.
Thank you.
You are here. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Please, can you speak to the people?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol, please, due to the time. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I join my people compatriots to welcome you all. It is now become obvious that the enemy of the free and fair election in Nigeria are not yet fully defeated. Otherwise, considering the human, material, financial, intellectual, and other resources already deployed in this electoral process, it is outright wicked that any person should attempt to throne it. We hereby call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, to rein in his party men. In 2019, with a controversial order from the Court of Conduct Tribunal, the Chief Justice of Nigeria was removed. The President played along under the guise of obeying a court order. The same plot is alleged to have been cooked. It is now the Electoral Commission's chairman, an official that had been removed. And they are already cooking it their plan. It will never happen. The ultimate plan is to intimidate, harass, and remove top officials of the commission and the chairman, and then cancel the use of BIVAS, the electoral machine. Except people have made up their mind not to conduct elections. Whoever is plotting any evil against 2023 election in Nigeria is the enemy of Nigeria. We call on the judge of our courts. Any secret suit come before you to either remove any INEC official or the chairman, cancel of use of BIVAS, or take any other decision that will drain the 2023 election. We beg you to be courage, and decline. Don haka zan ƙara magana da Hausa. Kamar yadda muka sani, tsohon shugaban Najeriya Jonathan Goodluck ya ƙirƙiro aiki da card reader. Wannan zaɓe da ya yi na tsakanin shi da Allah ya ba da zaɓe cikin sauƙi, ya kawo mishi mutunci, ya kawo mishi kima, ba ma opposition, ba ma jam'iyya na gwamnati ba, har opposition sun gani, wanda yake ya zama abokin Muhammadu Buhari, shi Jonathan Goodluck. Wannan ya faru ne saboda free and fair election da ya yi a 2015. So Muhammadu Buhari, wannan abin muna kira gare ka, zai zubar maka da mutunci, za ka tashi babu sauran mutunci idan har ka bari aka yi amfani da ƙarfin iko na waɗansu makarraban gwamnoni daga South East, South West da waɗansu gwamnoni domin su haramta yin amfani da wannan na'ura da aka kiro shi, wanda zama na farko a tarihin Najeriya, wanda ya ƙara ma Najeriya daraja a idan duniya da kuma mutunci a Afirka gaba ɗaya. Don haka muna kira ga duk wani wanda yake wannan shirye-shirye ya sani cewar mutanen Najeriya, jam'iyyun adawa, gamayyan jam'iyyun adawa da ƙungiyoyi masu zaman kansu, civil society organization kenan, ba za mu yarda da wannan ba, ba za mu taɓa yarda da wannan, ba za mu sa ido a yi wannan ba. Idan har aka ce za a yi irin wannan a wannan zaɓe na 2023, to gaskiya za a jefa Najeriya cikin mummunan matsayi wanda ba mu san yadda za a fito da shi ba. Don haka muna kira ga dukkan masu ruwa da tsaki da masu kulle-kulle akan cewar a kashe wannan tsari da wannan shugaba ya kirkiro da shi, da su dakata. Kuma muna kira waɗannan jami'ai da aka kama su a Imo a gaggauta sakin su daga wannan lokaci da muke ciki. Na gode.
Thank you, Alhaji Kabiru. Yes, we've heard from every one of you, both with gender sensitive. In our midst, we have a great woman of honor, and we will want to hear from her, so that let it not be all men affairs. So, ma, we want to call on Chief Mrs. Chika Ibeneme Lolo. Please join me to call her Lolo. All right, Master, you just have like 2 minutes to talk to Nigerian people.
Don't worry. Thank you very much, Nigerian men and women. Thank you, CUPP, for a job well done. I beg to stand up. I am a woman. I represent Nigerian women. When you look at the faces of every woman here, you will see sadness. When you go out there and look at the faces of Nigerians, you will see sadness and consternation on where their next meal will come from. And the only ray of hope we have, a credible election. People are trying to erode it, trying to frustrate it. I tell you, Nigerian women to the rise. We will not fathom it. Nigerian women say no. What happened years back to our colonial masters will happen again. If anybody thinks he can manipulate the 2023 election, let that person go to a psychiatric and examine his head.
Yes. Yes.
I am the mother of Nigeria. I am the mother of Nigeria. My children will not continue suffering. Enough is enough.
Thank you. Thank you. And on that note, I want to give us, please, a loud round of applause. Very loud round of applause for our mother Lolo. Thank you, ma, for that encouragement.